Hey guys, Martin Lyon here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I know it's been a while. Um, there is reasons for it, as you can see on the screen. I noticed recently, I was looking back through some older videos. Let me just turn this. You can see by my background, I'm a big Pokemon fan. I am. I'm a nerd. Is what it is. I don't care. Call me what you want. Hang on to me. No, let's do that. So you can see me. There we go. We're here. As you can tell, I've got rid of the beard. I don't know if I look better or worse. Feel free to let me know. But I'm just going to go through, and we're just going to pick. I'm just going to go through my favourite Pokemon. I've been playing Legends ZA recently. Is it open? No, it's not. But yeah, I have just finished it. I say just finished it. I finished it a few days ago. Just waiting till Friday to get the DLC and go through that. Although I've had some of the DLC spoiled for me. They massacred my boy. I'll touch on it when we get to it, but let's just go. We're going to go in order of generation, obviously. Hang on, let me click on the screen so you can see my cursor. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we'll go through our absolute favourites at the end. This column, you can't see my camera. You've got, obviously, gimmick forms, legends, and favourites in the last three. So, although you can't see that, actually, let me move that upwards and across. So I'm a little box in the corner. There we go. Okay, I already have one of my. I don't know if it's my absolute favourite. It might be on the wall. I don't know if you can actually see it. I don't care, but we're gonna get in. My favourite normal type Gen 1. Gotta be the boy Snorlax. I mean, come on. And those that know me, I am a Snorlax. Fire type, Magma. 100%. Not even close. Water type. Ooh. It's between two. It's between two. It's between Gyarados and Lapras. I'll go Gyarados for now, but we may revisit it when we come to flying. Grass types. I'm not really a big fan of grass types. I'll just go Venusaur. The only bearable one of the lot of them. This one is Raichu. Ice type will go Lapras. Fighting type will go Machamp. Poison type. I think we go Nidoking. And then ground type. Hmm. I really like the Zubat line, like Golbat, but I am going to go Marowak. Flying types. We'll go Charizard, I guess. I'm a big fan of the starters for this gen, but I'm not really fussed. I think in terms of all of the starters here, I mean Chikorita's the absolute worst, followed by probably Gen 6, although actually Gen 6 except Froakie. Breaks and I wasn't a big fan of, and Chestnut is garbage. So Chestnut breaks, Chestnut, Delphox, and Chikorita, Bayleaf. No, not Bayleaf. Meganium are probably the three worst in my opinion. But after that, I would say that Blastoise and Venusaur are in the definite bottom five for me. Psychic has to be when it loads. It looks like it hasn't loaded properly because it's not. There we go. Mine's Alakazam. Have I missed any flying types? I have. I have missed flying types because I really, really like Scyther, but it might be my bug type. Yeah, Scyther will be my bug type, and we'll go. I actually really like Aerodactyl. I got Kabutops. It's another Pokemon that you don't really use. Ghost is Gengar. Unless you like either the previous forms, like it's the only one you can pick. Same with Dragonite. Dark type, we've got 6 glitches. Gotta be the OG missing though. Come on, man. Steel, Magneton, Fairy, Mr. Mime, because of how frustrating you can make it. It's quite fun. Like I'm not good at competitive Pokemon at all. It's quite like I don't delve in. I don't like trying to come up with my own strategies. Like hurts my brain. But I know setting up screens, some trick room strats, lovely. Starter would definitely go with Charizard. Gimmick form, comfortably. Oh look, they have Mega Starmie now. Um, if we're talking shinies, then probably shiny Mega Gengar. But in terms of regular Pokemon, we'll go Mega Charizard. I love this. Blue Flames, like my favourite colour is blue. I love the colour blue. Legend, Mewtwo. And my absolute favourite Gen 1 Pokemon, I think it's Magmar, you know. I really, really like the Magmar line. Magby not so much, before we go to Gen 2. Magby not so much, but playing the OG Gen 1, Magmar, and when it got its evolution in my favourite generation of Gen 4, Magmortar. Magmortar, like, that's what I said, like, it might be my favourite, I'm not sure, because of Magmortar. But we move on to Gen 2, normal types. I don't really care for any, to be honest. We'll go for it because of that waiting for Sinnoh remakes trotting along. Here it's difficult because I love sprite form, like 2D sprite Typhlosion, 100%. Water types, probably for Alligator. Again, just Celebi. The starter trio for Gen 2 is massively let down by Meganium because these two are so good. Electric type, Ampharos, not even close. Ice types, Sneasel. Again, Gen 4 being my favourite generation, a lot of my favourites that come up at the bottom are going to be Gen 4s. Fighting types. I like Heracross. Crobat. Absolute. Like, definitely. Whenever I use a game that's post Gen 2 that has Zubat and Golbat in it, I just not Fire Red and Leaf Green because they're weird. I always use a Crobat on my team. I use a Crobat and Staraptor on my team at the same time in Sinnoh, so... Oh, ground type has to be Steelix. Flying type? I like its shiny, but I like its evolution. Again, another Gen 4 Pokemon. Imagine my shock. Same with Togetic. So I'd probably say Ho-Oh. Psychic, we have all the unknown forms. But it'd probably be Espeon. Bug, Sizzle. Not even close. Rock, Tyranitar. Ghost. Well, we have to go Mischievous. Kingdra, we have to go Dragon. Umbreon for sure. Oh my god, I love Umbreon. I forgot Steelix. Skarmory. I quite like Skarmory. Again, I always used to think that a lot of people did as well, that we'll go Azumarill for Fairy. But I used to think that, like a lot of people, that Magcargo and Skarmory were Hoenn Pokemon. Also, another thing that I should touch on, I didn't play the Gen 3 games as a child. I started with the Gen 4 games and later obviously played Soul Silver and Heart Gold, which were Gen 4, and then later went back to play the original Red and Blue later. But I've never really went back to play Ruby Sapphire or Emerald or the Carlos games in X and Y. Didn't really play those. I did later get them, but didn't finish them, and then my DS got lost to time in the end. Definitely Typhlosion. Gimmick form. So now, after have played Legends Legends ZA, I really like Mega Feraligatr when in that form with the Totodile head. But I didn't pick it. I chose Emboar. But I'll go Mega Steelix just because of how cool it looks with the surrounding. Again, I didn't use it, but the swirling, like, is it metal? Legendary is Ho-Oh. And then my favourite Gen 2 Pokemon, probably Crobat. Just double check. Oh, actually, it's either Crobat or Umbreon. I'm a massive fan of the Dark type, but with how tedious it is to get this compared to Crobat, I know they're both friendship evolutions, but Umbreon has to be at night, and you can never get an EV early enough to build that friendship. Whereas if you're using Zubat and a Golbat, you normally find them early in the game. So we'll go Crobat. And we move into Hoenn. Definitely slacking. Just look at everything else there. 100% slacking. I think the gimmick of it is so cool. Blaziken for sure. Like these three are probably going to be the starters because when it loads. Let it load. There we go. It's all loaded. Now, honourable mentions to Milotic and Sharpedo, but Swampert and then Sceptile. Nothing comes close. Again, I personally would say Gen 4 because that's what I grew up on and that's my favourite generation and I love everything about it except for Diamond. I love everything about Platinum. Diamond and Pearl and especially BDSP, so fucking frustrating. But Platinum is the greatest Pokemon game that they've released so far. Electric, I quite like Manectric. I do enjoy it. I didn't know Frostlass was a Gen 4 Mon. We'll just go Regice, I guess. Here, Hariyama. And then Poison. Survivor, just because of the anime. And obviously, Jesse and James. Was it Survivor and... Oh, who else did they use? Because I'm pretty sure it's in the Diamond and Pearl anime. Oh, it's been years since it's been like 10 years since I watched an episode of the Diamond and Pearl anime, probably even longer when it loads the ground types. Oh, I can hover over them. Oh, Flygon for sure. When it loads, it'll pop up there. Flying type. Oh, it might be. Shadow Lugia, I mean, technically it counts. Oh, you can't see the names hovering over. It's not. Load! Do my head in. I'll go Flygon for ground. We'll go Salamence for flying. And then Dragon will have. Rayquaza. I know you can't see it at the moment. This is doing my head in. I might have to actually. Oh, I wasn't planning on editing this, but I might have to because of how long it's genuinely taken. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm looking at Groudon now because I think Hoenn had like the three. I think Hoenn has the three best box art legendaries. I wasn't the biggest fan. Oh, 100%. Shout out God of War, which might be my fairy type, but Metagross for sure. If I go Groudon there. Do I like Groudon any more of these two? Not really, I'll be honest. Bug types, Shedinja, again, a really cool gimmick that we hadn't seen before. Aggron. Oh, I love Aggron so much. I wish it was a little bit better than it was. Ghost type. Probably Dusclops. I really like its shiny in older games, although they have seemed to have remedied it in the later 3D model games, but from Gen 6 and 7, and I think even Gen 8, it's shiny, like it's washed out and it's just bad. Dark type Absol. I used one on my Legends EA team. Spoiler, if you don't want to know, then skip ahead 10 seconds. But I used one, the one that you get from the story, um, after I think it's the first rogue mega you defeat. I used it. And I use it for the rest of the game. Steel. Go God upon air. Go aggro for steel. And then Regirock. That's all I have to say. Starter. Oh, I was always Blaziken fan. I was a massive Blaziken fan. Gimmick form. Purple Kecleon. No idea. But if I have to pick one, uh, yeah, that is a spoiler for the DLC. That obviously I've seen all the megas by now. I've had all the megas for me kind of spoiled. Its shiny form so fucking good. Since its release, I might genuinely put it as my favourite. Absol has risen to one of my favourite Pokemon. I told you, Rayquaza is my favourite legendary by far. My favourite Gen 3 Pokemon, I'll be completely fucking honest. I might give it to Absol now. Like, current me on the 28th of December of 2025, it has to be Absol. I think, unfortunately, it's a monotype, which kind of hurts its stock a little. But having said that, I do think that it is one of my favourite Pokemon now because of how much I've used it in the past month. Gen 4, normal type. Arceus. I know it's basic, but The Jewel of Life, one of my favourite films. Not my favourite though. Magmortar, by far. And then we'll put, oh my god, fuck me. Shout out Lucario. Lucario will be my steel type. We'll come back. We'll come back. The water type will go with Empoleon. Grass type. Fun fact, I actually used Torterra as my first starter. Now my favourite is comfortably Infernape. Favourite fire type is comfortably Magmortar. Again, it's on the level of top three favourite Pokemon for me. Luxray. I love Luxray. Same with Weavile. Although shout out Mammoth Shout out all of these, except the What is that? Rotom Freeze. Poison type will go Roserade. Ground type, Garchomp. I love Garchomp, although shout out Gliscor. Staraptor. Again, like I said, I use one on every single team. Psychic type, Gallade. I physical special split for the first time, having a physical psychic type. Nuts. Yanmega, not even close. Rampardos. Spiritomb. By far my favourite Pokemon. This, I have to go Giratina. By far my favourite Dragon type. Darkrai, my favourite Pokemon. Now this, Lucario or Dialga. I think it's Lucario, you know. Togekiss for Fairy. Starter's Infernape. Gimmick form. I haven't had a chance to use any of these yet. But Primal Dialga. I'm surprised it didn't have the origin forms of Palkia and Dialga here. But I love this. Legendary Darkrai. And Darkrai. Darkrai is my favourite Pokemon of all time. I was introduced to Pokemon due to the Rise of Darkrai film that came with a promotional card. Then I got into the cards and then I played the Sinnoh games. Shout out, personally, Spiritomb. Spiritomb, Darkrai, and Giratina are my top 3 Gen 4 Pokemon. Oof, I'm gonna have some. We'll move on to Gen 5. What the fuck are these? If that's something from the DLC of Legends ZA, then I wouldn't have a clue. Normal types, I really, really don't like any of them. I guess I'll go Braviary. I'm not a big fan of, like here, White Door. Actually, these might be the Movie Star Studios, which I don't know why they would exist, but here. Excuse me. It's between Emboar, Volcarona, and Chandelure. We'll go Emboar for now because I might want Chandelure for Ghost. Water type is definitely Samurott. And grass type is Serperior. 3 generations in a row where my favourite fire, water, grass types are the 3 starters. But I just feel like their respective types, Pokemon, are just inferior. Like they're just bad in my opinion. I think the only one that comes close with water is probably Seismitoad. Fire was closer with Volcarona and Chandelure, but then Bug and Ghost. Do you know what I mean? Like electric type. Oh, yeah. They're Movie Star Studios. It's between Zebstrika and Electros. I think they're both base electric types. I'm gonna go Electros. I actually quite like its new Mega Evolution. I feel like Zebstrika needs something to put up. Ice type is Kyurem. It's actually Black Kyurem. Fighting types. I don't know if any of the Swords of... Do any of the Swords of Justice get in? To be fair, I was a big fan of Cobalion. Cobalion. I still don't know how you say it. Scolipede. Again, it's Mega Evolution. It's new Mega form. So good. But again, like, you don't use... There's not many fire, water, or grass types, and I feel like that's because... Or fighting types because of the starters. Crocodile for sure. Although, Steel type, just double checking it, yep. Excadrill. I use one on my team also. I caught an alpha one. Oh my god. So fucking good. Yeah, we'll go Archeops. Again, it's gimmick with Defeatist. It's cool, I guess, but annoying. But it makes Nuzlocks and stuff really cool if you're randomizing abilities and movesets and stuff. Because when you get an Archeops that doesn't have Defeatist and actually has, like, if you give it Moody or anything that, like, what's the other, Speed Boost. That's a good, strong, powerful Pokemon. Psychic type, again, I just feel like the whole of Gen 5, in terms of Pokemon, they smashed some of them. It's just bad. I'll go Sigilyph because of how many shinies I got during Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And then Bug type, yeah, we'll go Volcarona. Rock type, massive fan of Gigalith, and its shiny form is so good. I just wish it wasn't a trade evolution. Ghost, yeah, see, I was right. Yeah, we'll go Chandelure. Dragon, Haxorus. I have I have a shiny Fracture and a shiny Haxorus. I'm so happy. Oh, Dark types, Zoroark. Although, shout out Hydreigon. Fairy, I guess we'll go Whimsicott. Is that Whimsicott? Yeah, Cottony's the original one. Starter. Before Legends ZA, I would have said Serperior because I have so many shiny Snivies and Servines and Serperiors from what's it called? But I think I'm gonna go Emboar now. I used this Mega Emboar from start to finish. Mega Excadrill, so fucking good. But I think I have to go with Mega Electros. I haven't used one yet because I actually don't know where you find Tunamo. And I've already beaten the game. But it's the way it looks pretty cool. So as a legendary, I'll probably go Zekrom. I know it's not in the dragon or the electric types, but in terms of legendaries again, like they're all okay, but none of them stand out as like absolute favourites. I think it might be Haxorus. I think it might be Haxorus, you know. Moving on to Gen 6, the second least, or no, the actual least played Pokemon games. I have since gone back to play Emerald, but I haven't actually beaten it, but I have gone as far as 6 badges, whereas when I played Y, when I had Y, I only got to like the 3rd badge. But, normal types. This is going to include the Megas in them. I feel like that's slightly cheating. Because obviously, gimmick form. But we'll go Pyro. Obviously, Millwall fan, Lion. I'm not going to pick any Megas or anything like that. But my favourite fire type, Talonflame. Again, I wish I experienced Talonflame before it got the Gale Wings nerf. Greninja for sure, not even close. Grass type, Trevenant, it's shiny, it's so fucking good. Even Gorgeist and Go-Goat, to be fair. Shinies are good, but for electric types, you've got Dedenne or Heliolisk and Helioptile. Again, for the amount of shinies I got in the Ultra Wormholes, although they're now lost to time. Yeah, we'll go Aurorus. I recently done the request to beat a Tyrantrum with an Aurorus. So I had to use it for a while to train one up. And I guess so. It's best of a bad bunch, really. Pangoro. No, Howlucha. Howlucha for sure. Dragalge is the only one. Again, I'm not going to pick any of the Megas. That's not fair. That's kind of cheating. Yes, the Megas were introduced in Gen 6, but they're not of Gen 6 Pokemon. Ground type is Zygarde. I really like Zygarde. Flying type will go. I guess you kind of have to go Yveltal. But we may go Noivern over it. We'll see. Oh, Hooper Unbound. Favourite Slagging type. Such a good Pokemon. Bug type has to be Vivian, I guess. Tyrantrum for sure. Oh, I love it shiny as well. Challenge Blue, it's so good. Ghost type, thank fuck we picked Trevenant because I love Aegislash. Makes you pick between the forms, but I'm not fussed between either of them. Dragon type, we'll go Noivern. Dark type, Malamar. It did just get a new Mega form, which is pretty cool. We'll have to go. Yeah, we'll go Gorgeist for Ghost and Steel for Aegislash. Fairy type. We'll go Sylveon. Although, I have just got DNC. In Legends ZA. Eternal Flower Floette. Does that count? Because that wasn't technically. Was it ever released in events? I know it was planned to. I don't think it actually was released as a Pokemon you could use until ZA. But yeah, we'll go Sylveon. Starter is Greninja. Gimmick form. Now you can pick any of them. It gives you Zygarde there and the new Megas down here. But I don't think any of them get in. Hmm. I'm surprised it doesn't have the other Shadow Mewtwo. That Shadow Mewtwo, surely that, like, if that's after all of this, that has to be something to do with the DLC. Because I'm pretty sure, no. I was going to say pretty sure some of these are, but I was going to say Mega Howlucha should be, but I know Malamar and Barbaracle aren't, and I know that you finished the game with Zygarde and Eternal Flower Floette. I think we're just going to go boring and go Mega Rayquaza. Technically wasn't there because we had the Absol Z, which, if that was featured here, would be my choice, but it's not. It's just the Mega Forms of Gen 6 Pokemon, or Megas that were in Gen 6. Obviously, every every ZA Mega's not going to be here. I don't know what that Shadow Mewtwo is all about. Legendary is Hooper. And my favourite Gen 6 Pokemon, I think, is Hooper. Shame I was never able to get one, and I know it's the whole focal point of the DLC, so I'm excited to get the DLC. But again, I just feel like my fondness comes from the TCG. And just how cool it fucking looks. Normal type Alola. Again, I didn't like any of them. I guess we'll go Silvally. Because it was like a knockoff Arceus. It was pretty cool, in a way. That is difficult. But I feel like we'll go Incineroar for Fire. Ash Greninja, I'm not allowed to pick. Although I actually did use one. But I guess we'll go Primarina. That was actually the starter that I chose, but it's nowhere near my favorite starter. Again, another starter trio here. But again, like 3, 4, and 5 and 7 have their starter trio, but 6 breaks the trend. I told you, Chestnut and Delphox really don't like. And it would have been the same for Gen 2. Like, I had to pick Venusaur for grass because the other grass options were pretty shit. Actually, no. I was thinking of Executor, but actually, like, I used Venusaur. Venusaur was the starter that I chose of the trio pick in ZA. Oh, Vikavolt, not even close. I hate how slow it is. I loaded Ninetales. That fucking, is it Guardians Rising or Burning Shadows? The Alolan Ninetales card that prevented your GXs from attacking. Pain in the ass. Especially when you're like 12, 13. You don't know what oh, yeah, it would have been about 13, 14. And you ain't got a clue what you're doing. You're just putting all your EXs and GXs into decks. Oh, Marshallow for sure. We'll go with this one. It don't matter. Poison type, yeah, Salazzle. Again, have a shiny one. It's so good. Wow, I didn't know that. I just realised, yeah. 10 and 100% form of Zygarde was in Alola, not in Gen 6. I didn't know that. But I'll go Palisand just because I really like it shiny. Flying types. We'll go Rowlet. It's cute. Psychic types. Lunala. Actually, we'll go Vikavolt for Bug, and then Electric will be Raichu. Midnight Lycanroc. Ghost. Lunala. Wait, I need to look at Steel. Yeah, Solgaleo. And then Ultra Necrozma. And you can't use Ultra Necrozma, so I'll go with the regular one. But I actually quite like them. Guzzlord for Dragon. Is there a better one? I wasn't a big fan of the Komodo line. Dark. Yeah, I have to go Guzzlord for Dark and then go. I'll go Komodo. Yeah, we'll go Komodo. Fairy types. We'll go Tapu Koko. That was genuinely, definitely my favourite. We'll go Incineroar. Oh no! Decidueye. Gimmick form. I really like Alola Marowak. We have Mega Drampa, Mega Zeraora, G-Max Melmetal, Ash Greninja, and Ultra Necrozma. I quite like Alola Marowak. Would I say it's my favourite? Yeah. Legend, Marshadow. Not even close. And my favourite, probably Marshadow. When I got it, using that, so cool. Alright. Definitely Obstagoon. Ooh. Ursaluna. Oh, so this is including. Oh, Hisuian Zoroark then. This includes Hisuian forms. Didn't really like. Cinderace was the one that I used. But Hisuian Typhlosion. Water types. So this is where the origin forms are. I'd say Hisuian Samurott. Again, like, Hisuian Pokemon, like, it was Decidueye was the one that I used. That was my starter that I picked, and I think, genuinely, electric types. Ooh. So we'll go Toxtricity. Again, we can always Snom. Snom. Top 10 Pokemon of all time. Fighting. Phalanx. Such a good Pokemon. This one is Poison. Eternatus. Yeah. Runerigus. Such a good design concept. Corviknight, not even close. Yeah, not even close. Oh, Hisuian Braviary for sure. It's just so cool. Cleavor. I really like Colossal and it's shiny, but Hisuian Arcanine for me personally. Ooh. Think I'm gonna go Obstagoon and then go Hisuian Zoroark there. Dragon type will go Duraludon. Actually, no, Regidrago. New Regis was so good, but I picked Regidrago over what's it called? We're on dark types. Yeah, I would pick Grimmsnarl over Obstagoon. It's shiny form again. Like I know I've mentioned it many times. Dialga. Origin form Dialga is so good. Fairy type. We'll go with this one. I picked Shield, so I use Zamazenta, not Zacian, but I do kind of regret that. Favorite starter? Definitely Hisuian Typhlosion. Gimmick form? Oof. Hisuian Zoroark, probably. Legendary. Yeah, probably Origin Dialga. And my favourite of all of them, probably Dialga. Gen 9, which does include the new Megas, but I won't touch them. But this Blood Moon Ursaluna is fair game. But normal types in this shit bog standard Lechonk. This is tough. I love Skeledirge, but I also really love Ceruledge. Water types. Wasn't the biggest fan of Quaquaval. Or any of these, to be honest. Like, I don't want to touch the new Megas. Wellspring Mask Ogapon, maybe. Meowscarader. Not even close. That was really fucking good. So good. Electric type? Oh, has to be Miraidon. I love Miraidon so much. It's fucking the move it uses. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't touched Scarlet and Violet in a while, and the last time I did was trying to shiny hunt. Oh yeah, we'll go back to Caliber. Fighting type. Annihilate. Such a cool concept for a Pokemon. So good. Is this poison type now? Didn't really use any of these. The only one I did use was Riverroom. So I guess we'll go with that. Ground types, Iron Treads. I'm much more of a fan of the newer futuristic Pokemon than the ancient ones. Just Psychic. Uh, yeah, I like Armarouge. I prefer Ceruledge. I think it's better, but it's a Fire Ghost type. And obviously, I picked Violet. Um, so I wasn't able Rabsca because cool design. But obviously, well, excuse me, couldn't pick Armarouge. I didn't really use Ceruledge because type overlaps. Rock types, Iron Thorns. I have a shiny of all of them, I think. Of all the Paradox Pokemon. The future Paradox Pokemon. This is Ghost, favourite Ghost type. And it has worked out because Ceruledge. Dragon type. Yeah, again, never used it. Oh, Archaludon. Archaludon. Dark type. Probably Roaring Moon. Just based on its design. That's all I can really go off. A lot of these are repeats, like Masquerader. Don't really care for any of those or that. Jugulis is a repeat, and then the Legends, I may as well pick Roaring Moon because the Legends are on the level of the Roaring Moon of how many I've used. Golden go for Steel. Yeah. Fairy. Valiant. Do I have Valiant anywhere? No, I do not. It's shiny so good. Starter. Again, I'm not going to pick the Mega Forms. Skeledirge. Although Meowscarada is not far behind. Gimmick form, we're going to leave the Megas, ignore the Megas. I don't think we can because there's way more Megas than. What's my favourite Mega? Like, I don't want to pick Absol because that's a bit, like, shit. Considering I've already picked it up here somewhere. Where did I pick it? Here, Gimmick form. But again, like, I suppose I kind of have to. No, we won't. We won't. We won't. We'll go with. But it is my absolute favourite. I kind of have to go with it. New legendaries. Probably Miraidon. And my absolute favourite Scarlet and Violet Pokemon. Probably Annihilate. Kind of is Mega Absol Z. I haven't used it yet, but it's so good. Now we move to our favourite of each type from each generation. This is where it gets hard, but Snorlax normal. Fire type is Magmortar. I don't know. But it's not Ogerpon, it's not Samurai, it's not Primarina, or this Samurai. So it's one of these five here. I think it's Gyarados, you know. It's either Decidueye, it's either Alolan Decidueye or Meowscarada. Again, I don't have the attachment to Sceptile like everyone does that started with the home games. Torterra's good, but it's not my favourite of the three. I think I'm going to give it to Decidueye. Electric type, Luxray. Ice type. Yeah, definitely Weavile. Fighting type. Either Infernape or Marshadow. I think it's Marshadow, you know. I'm a big fan of the Ghost and Dark type. It shows. Crobat, 100%. Favourite poison type will always be my favourite poison type. Nothing will change that. Ground type has to be Garchomp. They ruined his fucking Mega Evolution. Although, I do want to check Gen 4. Because I could have swore he got a new... He did. He got Mega Garchomp Z. So I'll have to get the DLC and see if it still holds up. But Staraptor's a favourite flying type. A lot of these are going to be Gen 4. Favourite psychic type, though, has to be Alakazam. This is Bug type, Vikavolt. Rock type. Ooh. Gigalith, Tyrantrum, or Lycanroc. Tyrantrum. Ghost to Spiritomb, not even close. Giratina, Darkrai. They're not even close. The regular Dialga. God of Offshore. Favourite starter type. Or favourite starter. Oh, look. Can you tell I like the fire type? But yeah, Infernape. Yeah. Gimmick form. Probably Mega Absol Z. Probably. It is the only one that features here twice. Darkrai is my absolute favourite Pokemon. Favourite regional bird? Starly. Regional mammal? Bidoof. Everyone will say Bidoof. Regional bug? Grubbin. Pseudo? Garchomp. Pika clone? Obviously, I don't care about the gimmick forms and the megas. Might just be Raichu, you know. Evolution has to be Umbreon. Favourite fossil, Tyrantrum. Regional form. Oh, Zoroark. Not even close. Favourite Gigantamax form. I thought this was a dead gimmick, I'll be 1,000,000% honest. But Gigantamax Gengar's pretty cool. Baby form, Magby. Because it gave birth to... Well, I say it gave birth. It was Magma came first. But Box Legendary, Giratina. Especially that form. Mythical, Darkrai. It's my favourite Pokemon. Ultra Beast is Guzzlord. Paradox. Probably Miraidon. It does count. Favourite type. Definitely Dark. Favourite Pokeball. In terms of looks, and if I could have every Pokemon in it, I quite like the Cherish Ball and the Origin Ball. But if it wasn't so fucking tedious, I'd have everything in the Pokeball. Vivian, we'll go random. That one looks cool. Alchemy. The Gigantamax one because it's a giant cake. Cool, there's my... What's it called? Darkrai. Spiritomb. Giratina. Absol Z. Infernape. Garchomp. Oh no, Magmortar for sure. Is that my top 6? It might be. I don't know, but there it is. If I just... If I just... Yeah, if I do that, move myself over like this, there is my... There we go. There, this way, there we go. There is my full completed favourites list. There it is. I think there might be something wrong with me mentally that I like so many dark and ghost Pokemon. But feel free to do this yourself. I'll leave, actually, if I move this up here. There is the name. There is the name of the website here. Because I know for a fact that I'm going to forget to put it in the description. So yeah, you have it. There's a list of my favourite Pokemon. I'd like to do a lot more Pokemon style content on this channel, as well as just more content in general, but you're just going to have to bear with me in terms of content on this channel. But yeah, that's me done. Do this for yourself. Feel free to tag me on Twitter at MightyLion, M1GCYL10N. And I'll see you in the next video.